Holidays are just around the corner, and it's a time when you might want to drink a little more. Sometimes a lot of people turn to alcohol not just for fun, but to deal with the stress of the holidays. It can be a slippery slope, and with us this morning to talk about all of this, Nicole Tomlin, the Vice President of Operations for Pop Weight Loss, and Kara Gansley, who is a nutritionist. You both are very versed in this topic. So the first thing I want to talk about, we know that too much drinking is not good for you, too much excessive drinking. How does it affect us?
Well, it affects us in a lot of ways. The first thing that it does is it makes us more vulnerable to making poor choices. So we do a couple of things. We talk about the importance of focusing on yourself during the holidays. And we do that by taking a step back and creating a plan. At Pop Weight Loss, we talk about the importance of the food you eat, the schedule you're eating it on, and daily exercise. And all of those three things help us with managing alcohol at the holidays. We talk about having no more than 3 fruits per day, and alcohol is a fruit, so you can't have more than 2 of those. And we like to focus on good things about alcohol, like having a nice glass of red wine.
So you give people guidelines. Now, why do people turn to alcohol this time of year?
Typically, the holidays are a stressful time. You're around a lot of family. Things may come up that you don't want to talk about, but you're dealing with a lot of different people and different attitudes. And people may think alcohol is a stress reliever. At Pop, we like to think of all other alternatives. So going out for a nice walk to relieve stress, maybe having some hot tea at nighttime instead of that glass of wine. Having wine on the actual holiday is fine, but not having too much, because then we may make bad decisions or eat foods maybe we shouldn't have. So we like to limit it during the week before a big holiday and give people other alternatives.
So there are ways to help out with that. Now, if someone has a family member, what are some of the warning signs that they may be drinking too much, especially this time of year?
Well, we want to take a look at their actual face. We want to look at their eyes and see how their complexion and their skin looks. We also want to take a look at their behavior. Are they overindulging? Are you seeing them having more than 4 or 5 drinks at a time if they're female, and more than 7 or 8 if they're male? Some of the warning signs of overindulgence in alcohol is the fact that someone says that they feel like they need a drink or they have to have a drink. We like to keep an eye out for that. And one of the things that we like to do is make a safe space. So as the host or hostess, don't ever be afraid to walk around with a glass of seltzer in your hand. It's good for you. It shows your guests you don't expect them to drink. And if you're stuck in a bad conversation, you just drop that glass and that conversation's over.
All right, so there are ways to handle it. And finally, what kind of support is out there for people, especially if they know they have a problem? What can they do?
There's always Alcoholics Anonymous. They can also go to a family member or a friend. At Pop, we deal with this a lot. Overeating and overindulgence in alcohol go hand in hand. And we're here to help, along with a lot of other community resources. There are always resources in your community, and we're always happy to help people find them.
All right, very good. People certainly want to stay healthy this time of year and do it the right way. Thank you both for joining us this morning.